Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European indices for the Thursday, the 1st of July. So, with the DAX on the weekly here, we've got wave 3 here, wave 4 here, and we're going up for wave 5 of a larger wave 5 in play also. So, we've got wave 1 and 2 here, and we're going up for wave 3. We're looking for 5 waves within that particular structure. So we've got 1 and 2 here, and then we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then we're looking at this last leg here to either be a top in place for wave 3, and then we'll be working in wave 4, which appears to be the case now, or we'd look at this as wave 1 and 2 and continuing to move up, having this wave 3 here sit up here higher here, but there's a good case for it now to be here. And one of the good cases really came from one of the sort of leading factors was the stock 50, so the EU here, because with the stock 50 here is that from the top here, this is just an hourly chart, the move down here was in 5 waves, so I have to lift this up a degree of structure for all of this, but that's okay too. So this would actually become wave A here, and wave B over here for this, and wave C down here now for this would be the case, but we can adjust that later. But yeah, the stock 50 gave us that first impulse wave to the downside here. I thought there may have been some hope to to go long in this. You know, we had this sitting up here and dropping down here and so on, but it looks like it wants to drop further here. So there is a possibility that this could get a little bit more complicated because we're in a wave 4. We have to kind of start looking at a whole lot of other stuff as well. So it's possible for this to be the A, B, C to be the A wave up here, then an A, B, C to be the B wave here, and then the C wave up here to make the B wave, and then down again over here. So that's also possible as well. So it's not a very nice picture, I understand, but I think it's important to recognize these. So this can be wave A here, and wave B here, and wave C over here for well, this is supposed to be wave B there. That doesn't look very good. So that would be over there, but I'll just copy that and put that back over there as well. But what we don't need are these guys here for these. Maybe right like that. So it's possible for that to be the A and the B there. So an A, B, C for the B wave, or just an A, B, C for the A wave, back for the B wave here. And if this does climb here, they would have to give us 5 waves into here, then that would be the case over there. So either that, or we're going to be coming down. So if you wanted to short, you could just short under the previous low here for that and get a little way down here and snavel your profits, because remember we've got 1 and 2 here already, so this is just be a 3rd wave in here and a 4th and a 5th, so it's not a long way to come down as such, you know. So just be careful about that, how far it can come down. So probably should come down lower than this, but obviously we'll get a bounce off that there as well. So that's at 40.30. So it could be a B wave at this point. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, just getting back that we're kind of really confirming now that this is a wave 3 in play at this point, this wave 3 on the DAX here. So we can just cruise in here on the daily. We've also been talking about it before in terms of wave 4 and 5 here to be wave 3, and then we're looking for wave 4 here, or we'll have to look at all of this up here as wave 1 and back for wave 2 here, and then continuing to move up there. But today's price action suggests otherwise here. So let's check it out more intraday. So yeah, look, we had it as wave 1 up here and wave 2 here, then wave 1 and 2, but then this move down here to this level here, leaving this in 3 waves here, is just not the case. So we have to remove these. We have to look at this as wave A here, and we have to remove these as well here. So in a bearish sort of way, we really need to see, well, this is wave 4 here. It should pull back to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree. So we should be looking down at the 15,000 here. It's just how that's going to play out. And obviously that's got really nice support here at the 15.5. So in a way to short it, you would kind of want to be, you know, to help confirm the directions. You really want that as the resistance at that point. So that's something that that you can look for. I mean, you can still go long above the top here if that's breached. Bring that down to this point. But also now we need to be looking to go short under this level here. Now there'll be a lot of fluffing around at that point. That's 500. So you'll need to see a classic trading levels pattern to the bear side, to the downside. And that could be a nice clean picture like this if this was the 15.5 here, but you're waiting for that first low below the level and then the retest. Now sometimes it will pop back up above the level here, so that's very common. It's even more common to do that, but it's that reference point low there in your second one here, and then sometimes you can get a third one over here. Just keep working it that way if you know the direction is down, because basically if that's the level going through here, the market's going to come down, bounce off it, go up, and then go through it and then come back and retest that supply again before being pushed down lower at that point. And of course this will be on increasing volume, this will be on lower volume, and this will be on increasing volume. So that's what you would need to see at the 15.5, something of that nature. And obviously it's not there yet. Yes, you could short it where it is now as well. But that's where the risk is as well. But as they say, the money's in the turn. So it just depends on if you can get enough balance in your decision making to muster up the intestinal fortitude to act at a particular point in time. Yeah, so that's it, folks. Yeah, we're looking at something like that. There can be some correlation between the length of wave A and C, so we could be down at 15.2 at this point, maybe even lower. We don't know how big and ugly this is going to get, and is the S&P 500 going to be pushing up higher, you know? But you have to admit that this move here, you can count in 5 waves here, so that's okay, so it's impulsive. It hasn't really taken the low out here, and we could have some sort of A, B, and C wave here and then move up. But if that's the case, we're going to be going long here. But it just sort of tilts over to more of a bearish pattern from this sharp move down here. So that's what we'd be looking at in that. I don't think the 1 hour chart's going to add much more to this as such. Well, it is all about the 600. It's retesting that 600. So, yeah, this is impulsive here to this. That also looks like a little 5-wave structure. So if you wanted to short that, then it would be under a breaching of that would be to the downside at that point. But just you got to be careful you don't get stuck, because we may end up with a 5th wave down to here, and then we'll need to take this top here and this low here, and then look at this 50-60% retracement level back to here again as an ABC correction. So just shooting the breeze here, an ABC pattern here, and then moving down, making this wave 1 here and wave 2 here of the C wave, you know. So from the blue wave B down to the C wave, we could be looking like this. Then 3, 4, and 5 in this area, you know how it goes. Down for wave C, wherever that may be. So yeah, so you'd have to be careful about that. I mean, this has risen quite a lot as a wave 4, but it hasn't really found support on the 600, so we could just treat it as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, ABC for 2, and then down further for 3. 3 would need to be longer, but there would definitely be a bounce off this level here, we don't need that one. The market will move quite quickly between 5 and 3 as they do, in both directions of course, and between 5 and 8 as well, in both directions. So it could be something like that. So yesterday we were talking about the same thing with the FTSE as well. So with the FTSE we could have wave 5 of 3 up here that we were talking about yesterday, and we can talk about the A wave, the B wave and the C wave, because we looked at this being an ABC and we've seen the market come down the previous day, and we thought, well, okay, if it takes that low out here, then it confirms that this is an ABC. So didn't do it yesterday, but it now confirmed it, so I can move that, and we can just leave this ABC here as we had it here yesterday. Any long trade above there would be fine. Otherwise we'll be heading down, but it's a bit hard to short it into such a large number here, because it'll just get a bit choppy and bouncy, and that's what it's doing at the moment. Could this B wave get any uglier, like I mentioned in the on stock 50, with a C wave over here and an A wave here and a B wave here? Yeah, sure, absolutely. So just be very careful about what how you go about doing things at this point in time. We don't know how big this is going to get. I mean, with structures, normally it's simple, complex, and then simple. But this simple here and then complex could be the B wave here, way over here, and then the C wave. So I don't know if this low gets, if the market moves through the 7,000 here, then that that you're on your way at that point. There'll be something like that. Alrighty, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.